Here at Citi Field, the 7-1 New York Mets played host to an NL East foe, the 5-4 Atlanta Braves. Left-hander Pete Payton, the rookie, making his second career start for the Braves. We'll start things off with him in the bottom half of the first inning. Leadoff man Drew Stubbs with the ground ball to Gong, makes a play on his knees, fires the first base, and retires Stubbs for the first out. Next batter up is the shortstop Ahmed Rosario. He hits one into the left center field gap. Fenn and Inciarte go back. It's just past the outreach glove of Inciarte for a ground rule double. So he's on second base, but then Cespedes grounds out to shortstop. Rosario cannot move up. And then Neil Walker comes to the plate and he goes down swinging on the up and in fastball. Payton gets out of the jam. Zach Wheeler, the right-hander, for making his second start of the season for the Metropolitans. And in the top half of the second, John Ryan Murphy with 2 outs with a base knock up the middle. Next batter up is Leon Fenn. He is also going to take a single up the middle, so back-to-back singles for the Braves, and it's first and second for them. Brings up Ozzie Albies. He checks his swing, ball hits him in the ribs. He takes his base is loaded, but it is the pitcher Pete Payton to the plate, and he cannot get the job done. Shallow pop fly in left field. It is still 0-0. Travis d'Arnaud then for the Mets hits one into the right center field gap. Inciarte tries to get to it quickly. He gets it into the cutoff man, but it is a double nonetheless for d'Arnaud. And next batter up is Christian Walker, the first baseman. Hits one just barely fair down the left field line. It is going to score d'Arnaud as Fenn gets it into the cutoff man. 1-0 Mets is your score. But then Juan Lagares came up and he grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, and nothing else would come across for the Mets. So top half of the third now, Dansby Swanson goes opposite way down the right field line. It gets into the corner. He turns on the Jets and gets himself an easy double for the Braves. Next batter up was Freddie Freeman with 1 out. He hits a ground ball to the second baseman. Easy play for him. Gets the runner over, though. 2 outs, though. But then Jung-Ho Kang delivers with a single into left field, ties the game with an RBI single. Jung-Ho Kang makes it a 1-1 game. Top half of the fifth now, Dansby Swanson hits one into left field. Cespedes tries to dive for it, but it goes over his glove, and it's going to get up against the wall. Dansby Swanson then turns it into a triple, so he's on third base. Next batter up is Freddie Freeman with nobody out, and he is able to go opposite way, left center field, just barely over the fence, and it's a 2-run shot for Freddie Freeman, an absolute laser for his first home run of the season, to make it a 3-1 Atlanta Braves lead. They were not done, though, as then Jung-Ho Kang took an 0-2 pitch, basically same part of the ballpark, but a bit deeper into the ballpark, as it's a solo shot for Gong. His first home run of the season as well. 4-1 Braves is your score. Bottom half of the sixth now, Mets at the plate. Ahmed Rosario draws a walk from Pete Payton, so he's on first base. Cespedes then comes up with 2 outs, hits one past Swanson into left field for a single. So it's first and second for the Mets. That would end Petey Payton's day. And George Contos comes out of the pen for the Braves, and he would proceed to give up a shot to Neil Walker. Takes it into right center field, over the fence, into the bullpen. A 3-run shot for Neil Walker, ties the game with 1 swing of the bat. It's now a 4-4 game on Walker's second home run of the season. It's still tied at 4, bottom half of the 9th. Iglesias trying to send it to extra innings, and he gets that 6-4-3 double play behind the back flip from Swanson. Then we move to extras where the Mets send in the guy with a 40.5 ERA, and he would proceed to do what you expect from a guy with a 40.5 ERA. Gives up a single to John Ryan Murphy. Then Leon Fenn comes to the plate, hits one. Walker makes a stab at it, steps in the bag himself. Runner does move up to second base, and Ozzie Albies with a 2-out hitting gets it down the right field line. It's going to get into the corner. Runner on second, and Murphy scores, and the Braves take a 5-4 lead. Bottom half of the 10th, David Robertson comes on for the save, and with 1 out, a full count to pinch hitter Matt Reynolds as he draws a walk. Next batter up is David Wright. Captain America hits one past the glove of Ozzie Albies, even though he was right there. Cornelius also misses it in right field, and it's going to allow Reynolds to score from first base. RBI double for David Wright ties the game in the bottom half of the 10th, and the Mets weren't done. David Robertson then he intentionally walks Michael Conforto, So first and second brings up Drew Stubbs with one out. He hits a deep pop fly into right field. Cornelius is camped under it. They do not test the strong arm of Cornelius, though, so it's still first and second. 2 outs now, and Ahmed Rosario with some clutch hitting, a bloop into left field, stays fair, run comes in, and the Metropolitans come out on top over the Atlanta Braves by a score of 6-5. Thanks to 2 runs in the bottom half of the 10th inning, thanks to a double from David Wright and a single from Ahmed Rosario to give them the lead and the victory. Rosario does get player of the game honors. He was 2 for 4. He had a double and an RBI in the day. Neil Walker had a 3-run shot. David Wright had an RBI double. Hanse Robles gets the win. David Robertson gets the loss and the blown save. Jung Ho Gong went 3 for 5 with a home run, a double, and 2 RBI. Dansby Swanson was 2 for 5 with a triple and a double. And Freddie Freeman's only hit on the day was a 2-run shot, but it was not enough as the Mets come out with the victory over the Atlanta Braves by a score of 6-5. That'll wrap things up here for this edition of Braves Baseball. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.